this is your 2-minute warning, 2 minutes remaining in warm-up. All right, bowlers, please hold up on your warm-up. No more deliveries. All right, give us a moment, ladies. Cycle the pin centers, put you into scoring mode. Any other pairs besides 25, 26 need arrows reversed?
No reverse. I can't think of it. We're all right. Exactly.
All right. Welcome back to Bowl TV here at the 2017 USBC Senior Queens, taking place at Circle Bowl in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm Aaron Smith, and we are getting down to the nitty-gritty here in the double elimination bracket. We already know 2 players in our stepladder taking place later tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And you're watching them right now, both for the top seed. The winner would just have 1 game to win to claim the 2017 title, as well as the $6,000 top prize for first place. Anne-Marie Dugan and Lucy Sandlin, both USBC Hall of Famers, both Senior Queens champions. Each won their respective side of the bracket, winning 4 matches along the way. Now they will have one more 3-game total pinfall match to determine that top spot in the step ladder. We have 2 other elimination bracket matches going on at the moment. Only 8 players remain in the field. So Robin Romeo, our 3-time defending champion, is bowling Shar Hamill over on lanes 23 and 24. And we have Christy Witcher bowling Anna Sperling on 25 and 26. The other 2 players still in the bracket, waiting for the 4-player elimination final. Are Cheryl Kessler and Edissa Andrade. Kessler lost to Anne-Marie Dugan in the last winners bracket round, while Edissa fell to Lucy Sandlin. Sandlin firing 279 the final game, as both players got off to strong starts. Back on the fresh here, 40-foot pattern being used this week. You can see the graph and more. Bowl.com/Senior Queens. The bracket is updated as well. You can find it in the link below the video if you go into the description area. Today has been a bit of a interesting road for Anne-Marie. Just doesn't seem like everything has been clicking just yet. I think she was having some either fit or approach issues in her opening match, which was here on Bowl TV. Something just didn't seem 100% right. But she still recorded the win over Inger Bortolazzo, 575 to 505. And then in a grind-out match with Cheryl Kessler, needed to go pretty much strike spare would have sealed the deal, but she threw all 3 in the 10th to take a 519 to 508 victory. Sandlin, the top overall qualifier, has been averaging better than 215 in her bracket matches, including 686 in the match against Andrade. 686 to 605, the final total there. Sandlin in her wins, 643 over Susan Condiff in the opening round. Another 643 against Melody Felton. 618 to start this morning against Ann Sperling. At 686 to wrap things up. Hi, Sean. Hope all is well. Good to see you a few weeks ago in Vegas. We do have an extra camera available, so we may go back and forth a bit. Anne-Marie, Lucy certainly don't waste any time up there, so would expect them to be the first match done. Romeo and Hamill on 23 and 24, the closest match. Do have good news for you though, Sean. Cheryl will be back next round, actually off the lanes. At the moment, but she will be coming up next here on Bowl TV. As soon as we finish this round and all the matches, we'll keep the cameras rolling. We already know 2 players in our stepladder finals. We'll find out the final 3, the winners of the 2 matches going on to our right, along with Kessler and Andrade. They will all bowl 3 games in hopes of making it. That's probably going to get swept. Doesn't know what it wants to do. The most interesting 2-4-5 you may ever see. few questions in the chat. What are Lucy and Anne-Marie bowling for? It's for the top seed in the stepladder finals coming up later tonight. Both already have their spot. They will be the top 2 seeds regardless, just someone has to be the top seed. So total pinfall will help us determine that in this particular 3-game match. All right, there's a better shot on 20 from Anne-Marie. Had ran high at the past 2 shots on that frame, or on that lane. Anne-Marie finishes with 189. Decent count. Lucy will hold the game 1 lead. Can still get to 231 or 221 with all 3 in the 10th. Matchup between Char Hamill and Robin Romeo pretty close as they prepare for their 10th frame. Both struck in the 9th frame. Hamill up by 8. Pattern information, 40 feet in length, 25.75 mils. On the Kegel Prodigy oil. Kegel is the official lane maintenance provider for USBC Championship events and a gold industry partner, along with Storm, Hammer, and Columbia 300. So big thanks to all of them for their continued support. Pin advantage for Sandlin after 1. This pattern challenging enough on its own right. Doesn't help when Carey seems to fight you as well too. Woo, just enough. Don't need much, just enough. All right. Quick walk around the center to get some score updates. Char Hamill up 182 to 171 after game one against Robin Romeo. And Ann Sperling 160 to 149 advantage against Christy Witcher. Hi, Tyrone. Thanks for joining us. For Jared, we do have two matches going on at the moment in the elimination bracket. But after this round, I know you're looking forward to see if Mom can make it to the stepladder finals. That will actually be next here on Bowl TV. So we will have that final match before the stepladder right here, so we will not turn the cameras off after these three games. Be a pretty quick turnaround, get that match ready to go, and then we'll have it in its entirety here on Bowl TV. Cheryl and Adissa have this round off. They will be back in the next one. So I have a hard time believing it, but I was chatting with Lucy Sandelin during the break here, and she said, next up, heading to Las Vegas. Going to be competing at the Super Senior Classic. So somehow, I still don't believe it, Lucy now qualifies as a Super Senior. And that event will be live streamed. I believe the Cashers round and stepladder finals. I'll have to get the full schedule to be sure. They'll be here on Bowl TV. Going to be at Samstown in Las Vegas. I'm actually heading back that way. Tomorrow afternoon. And we'll be bringing you all the action from the Super Senior Classic as well as the USBC Senior Masters here on Bowl TV. So look forward to that. Always fun events. We'll say we've seen some strange hits this week, and that one of the more odd ones. Second open in the first 5 frames for Dugan. Shot a little left of target. All right, we'll get Lucy's 6th frame here, and then take a quick peek over at our other pairs. primarily going to be 23 and 24. Just a quick look over, no scoreboards. Or we'll at least attempt to time it right. Looks like Anne-Marie's going to be up first, though, so we will head back for her 6th frame. Leaves, oh, Tenpin thought about it for a second. So we'll take our first look here in this round at Char Hamill. 182 in game 1. This is her 6th frame. There's a little high, leaves 3-6-10. Crossover for a double and the 5-6-10. Char was up against Robin Romeo after 1 game. Romeo delivered an early double, split in the 3rd, spare in the 4th, strike in the 5th. And a 7-10 in the 6th. Lucy has missed the headpin to the right the last 2 frames, but leaving pretty manageable spare opportunities. Just looking to stay clean here. Was up by 19 after game 1. At the moment, just needs to keep filling frames. Here's Romeo, 7th frame after the pocket 7-10. Set not happening again. Just enough. Get a kick on that 8. This is Char Hamill in the 7th frame. She strikes. Game 2 essentially all locked up in a tie. So she'll still hold the advantage from game 1. That's what we're used to seeing from Anne-Marie. Two quality shots right there. USBC and PWBA Hall of Famer, 15-time. PWBA Titleist. Take a quick look over at Char Hamill after that strike. Left a split. 3, 4, 6, 7. Takes it just the 1 in the 8th frame. Lucy continuing to be just slightly right of target. But has spared in her previous 5 attempts. Going to make it 6 consecutive. And she will connect. Romeo made it a double. 7th and the 8th. This is her 9th. Makes it 3 in a row after the pocket 7-10. That's the first shot Lucy has really paid the price for being off target. Let's see if she can get the washout though. Oh, sends it around. Did what she wanted to do, but head pin did not connect. Finishes with 182. And Marie can make up some ground here for sure. Oh, just a little bit. She can gain 4 pins back. Those last 3 have been no doubters. Definitely has to increase the confidence heading into game 3. Mark at 174. So 390 to 363, 27 pins the difference. Lucy Sandlin ahead of Anne-Marie Dugan. This is the fill ball for Char Hamill. She can get to 177 with one more. Can give a few pins back, 172. Ball change for Lucy, and gonna be right again. Spare ball getting a workout this past. Seven, 8 frames. Robin Romeo left a 3-6-10 to start her 10th. She's working on 3 strikes in a row. Covers a spare, she can get to 200 even with a strike. So she's going to hold the advantage heading into the finale. Looking to make it 4 consecutive Senior Queens titles. Ann Sperling and Christy Witcher just getting to the 10th frame now, so I'll get you an update on their score as well as soon as those totals are in. 371, 354, Romeo ahead with 1 to go against Char Hamill. All right, game 2 in the books between Christy Witcher and Ann Sperling. Witcher bounced back with 210 to take the lead by 30, 359 to 329. They're just starting their 3rd game. The ball change for Sandlin finally gets back into business with the 1-3. Up 27. Sandlin, the 2007 and 2013 champion. Anne Marie, the 2012 champion. Takes care of the washout, great conversion. This is Char Hamill in the 2nd. or third frame, excuse me. Strike, or she's gone spare strike. Romeo strike spare. Big double right there. Romeo has the advantage at 371 to 354 after 2. It's pretty good. Throws some pins around. AMD. Question in the chat. This is a 3-game total pinfall match. It's been the format throughout. We'll have one more round before we get to the stepladder finals, then we'll have a little change with that. Going to be 1-game matches for the stepladder finals, but we'll still implement the double elimination format. So whether it's Sandlin or Dugan on top of the standings, or on top of the stepladder and that 1 seed, they would have to lose twice. Sandlin going back to the bag for another ball change. That looks better. Taking a quick look at Char Hamill. She's working on 3 in a row. This is her 5th frame, looking for a 4th. Romeo has gone strike, a spare, double. No doubter. Question in the chat, what time are the finals? 6:30 p.m. Eastern. 5:30 local time here in Baton Rouge. If you're near the area, come on down, check it out. And Marie's going to reset. So we'll switch over to Robin really quick, looking to make it 3 in a row. And leaves the 4. Both players clean through 5. Dugan's going to have to find a way to make up a few pins here. 27 now, 30 pins, the difference. Trouble for Romeo in the 6th frame, 2-4-10. 2-4-8-10 from Dugan. We'll go over to the spare attempt on the 2-4-10. Just gets the 1. So Robin Romeo with that open has 114 in the 6th. Char Hamill spare in the first. Next 4. Char was down by 17 pins heading into this game. Momentum has swung in her favor, especially if she can keep striking. Well, Char had all intentions of striking on that shot and went dead flush for stuff 8. But with the spare, we'll have made up the difference and we'll be leading heading into the back half of game 3. So Hamill's going to step up first. We'll go to her. This is a frame number 7 working on a spare. And returns the favor on 23, 6, 7, 10. Sandlin inching closer and closer to that top seed in the stepladder finals. As a top seed in qualifier, only player to average better than 200 over the course of 15 qualifying games. Has been on cruise control throughout match play. So Hamill only got 1, so now she's at 154 in the 7th. We'll go over to Robin Romeo. Her 7th frame. Looking to bounce back after the 2-4-10. Sends all 10 back. She can take the lead back with a strike in the 8th. Eighth frame. Makes the adjustment. Big double to take the lead back. We'll head back over to Char Hamill. Open last frame. Big time strike right there. Foundation frame coming up next. Sandlin in the 8th. Just needs to stay out of trouble these last few frames, and she'll be our top seed. Well, Lucy resets. 9th frame, Hamill. Looks like a better shot in that lane and mixes them up. Instant classic. So since it looks like we're going to finish up on the other pair first, we'll see how this one ends. Robin Romeo, 9th frame, working on a double, looking to keep her tournament hopes for a 4th consecutive Senior Queens title intact. She's going to have the opportunity to strike out. That would put her at 234. Hamill can get to 244. Romeo is up a 17, so a double here will push her on another round. Sandlin covered the spare. She's up in the 9th frame right now. Leaves a 9-pin, but is doing what she needs to do, filling frames. Top seed getting closer and closer. Two, 4, 5. Puts her max now at 582. Char Hamill will have an opportunity to step up in the 10th and win this match. Romeo all 10 back for 211. She'll finish at 582. To get to 582, Hamill would need a 228. Anything more, she moves on to the final 4 in the elimination bracket. Anything less, Romeo does must strike situation. Needs the first one. It's not going to get up the hill. Comes in light, leaves the 2-8, and for the 2nd consecutive match, Robin Romeo finished first. Had to sit on the bench and see if her opponent could run her down, unable to in both settings. Char Hamill great run here in 2017, the 2010 champ. It's not going to be enough. The strike will give her 576. Romeo already in the books at 582. Look at your number 1 seed for tonight's stepladder finals, taking place at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. USBC Hall of Famer, 2-time Senior Queens champion Lucy Sandlin from Tampa, Florida, looking to become the 3rd player in tournament history to capture a 3rd tiara. Anne-Marie Dugan of Edmond, Oklahoma, USBC PWBA Hall of Famer and 2012 Senior Queens champion, is going to be our number 2 seed. Just a matter of final score. Anne-Marie in the books at 527. Lucy finishes up with the spare 195 for 585, your top seed. Looks like we got the 9th and 10th frames to go on 25 and 26. Let's see if we can see, or at least get a better angle over there. So hold tight. All right. It's going to be the final shot for Christy Witcher in this match. She is going to advance against Ann Sperling. For Ann, great run. Going to finish tied for 7th this year. So we'll get a few final shots before we get ready for our final round of the elimination bracket. So coming up in about 20 minutes after Ann Sperling finishes up here. Give or take. It's going to be Christy Witcher, Cheryl Kessler, Robin Romeo, and Edessa Andrade competing for the final 3 spots in the stepladder finals of the 2017 USBC Senior Queens. We're leaving the cameras up, so should be a pretty quick transition, so we hope you don't go too far. But please let your friends know you're watching. Share it on social media. We've got some great rounds left to go. All this before our stepladder finals taking place 6:30 p.m. Eastern, which is about 4 hours from now. Does that sound right? Yeah, let's call it 4 hours. So we'll move all the players to the same pair. Looks like we'll be staying on 19 and 20. We'll have to work the cameras a little bit. We're going to have a few more names up there. But we'll find a way to get it all to you here on Bowl TV. So big thanks to everyone.
All right, bowlers and bowling fans, that concludes this round of match play of the 2017 USBC Queens. We're going to take a short 20-minute break, finish a couple of lanes, and then we will begin our final elimination match in which 4 ladies will vie for the final 3 spots in our stepladder. As we go to break, let's take just a moment to meet your number 2 and number 1 seed. seeds for tonight's stepladder finals. That finals is scheduled to begin promptly at 5:30. First, your number 2 seed. She is your 2012 USBC Senior Queens champion from Edmond, Oklahoma, Anne Marie Dugan. And your number 1 overall seed. She is the 2007 and 2013 USBC Senior Queens champion from Tampa, Florida, Lucy Sandlin.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take our short break and begin our final match shortly.
You see our top 2 seeds there, Lucy Sandlin. 1 win away from a 3rd Senior Queens title. And Marie Dugan gets to take off the first few rounds. Gets to see who she will be facing, 2 wins away from a 2nd title of her own. So we're going to get them waxed up. 4 players, 1 pair of lanes. Coming up next here on Bowl TV, don't go too far. The final round of the elimination bracket. Coming up in about 20 minutes. Say rough start, 3 p.m. Eastern. So big thanks to everyone for joining us throughout the day here. Getting close to crowning a champion. I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. So don't go too far. Coming right back here on Bowl TV. Camera staying up, sound going off. 20 minutes.
this is the last elimination match for the 2017 USBC Senior Queens. These four ladies are vying for the last three spots in tonight's stepladder finals, which is scheduled for 5:30. The highest block after these three games will be the 3 seed. The next highest block will be the 4 seed. The next highest block after that, the 5 seed, and the lowest block will be eliminated. So give these ladies a big shout as we get started. Ladies, good luck in the bowl.
Welcome back to Bowl TV for the 2017 USBC Senior Queens, taking place at Circle Bowl in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We started with more than 50 of the top players ages 50 and older. We made our first cut yesterday after 15 games of qualifying to the top 31 players, along with defending champion Robin Romeo, the 3-time defending champion. We kicked off match play yesterday, a few rounds. Fortunately, some folks had to go home. And we are now down to our final portion of the elimination bracket. Lucy Sandlin and Anne-Marie Dugan, both USBC Hall of Famers and past Senior Queens champions, have already qualified for the stepladder. Lucy earning the top seed. Defeating Anne-Marie just about half hour ago here on Bowl TV. So they are the 1 and 2 seeds, respectively. We have 5 players make it to the stepladder. As you can see, we have 4 players bowling, so 1 will not advance to the excitement later today. 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Bowl TV, the place to be. 710s. Not the thing to get. I've seen 2 of them in 2 frames. But simply how this works, these ladies are going to bowl 3 games. The highest overall series gets to be the number 3 seed. The second highest series will be the 4 seed. And the third highest series will be the number 5 seed. If you have the low 3-game block out of this set, you will be eliminated in 6th place. So these matches always exciting, fun to kind of watch the progression here. Last year's, whoa, seen some, I don't know if that's going to pick it up or not. Nope, all right. But last year in Las Vegas at the Orleans, the final elimination match, tons of excitement. We saw Robin Flynn of Australia shoot 279 in her final game. Nice cover there from Odessa. joining us from Panama. Got a big group from Panama joining us here on site as well. All coming out for the first time, so know they've been tuning in back home as well. So thank you for watching us on Bowl TV and supporting these ladies as well. Christy Witcher gets out to a strong start here. Early double. Defeated Ann Sperling last round to make it to this match. Robin Romeo outlasted Char Hamill, the 2010 champion. For Edissa and Cheryl, they actually got this past round off. They made it to the semifinals of the winner's bracket, but lost. So since it is a double elimination format, they get the chance to make it back into the final five. Oil pattern 40 feet in length, 25.75 mils, using the Kegel Prodigy oil. Kegel is the official lane maintenance provider of USBC championship events. And a proud gold industry partner, along with Hammer, Storm, and Columbia 300. Christy making some nice shots out of the gates here. We've seen her have some ups and downs throughout the event, but she gets locked in. Look out. Gonna throw a lot of strikes up there. Cheryl Kessler, the head bowling coach at Baker University. Now she's had some pretty good support in the chat room throughout the tournament so far. So let us know who you're rooting for, where you're watching from. And if you like what we're doing, feel free to give that thumbs up a click below the video. If you want to see how we got here, take a look at the bracket. You can go in the description below the video. I have a link to the scores, and of course, bowl.com/Senior Queens. We'll have a full recap on bowl.com later tonight, once we know our champions. Great shot for Robin. Has probably had the longest trip to make out of well, definitely has. Robin lost her first match heading into match play to Inger Bortolazzo, 677 to 628. So right from the get-go found herself in the elimination bracket. Since then, she has won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches make her way here and keep her title hopes alive. One more time, Christy Witcher taking care of business here. So we have Adyssa and Robin playing a little bit further left. Christy and Cheryl, more direct lines to the 1-3, so we'll see how those strategies develop, how the lanes break down. Obviously, to get to this point, gotta be pretty comfortable on the fresh. I've seen it plenty of times. This comes down to shot making. Getting some hits when you can get them. Jeez. Wow. I've said before, I've seen some interesting hits this week. That was just rough. Wow. Cheryl Kessler getting the collective heart rate of the crowd up a bit. Pins have slid across the deck in an interesting fashion this week, so at this point nothing would surprise me, but we've talked about it all week. Romeo, the first player to win 3 consecutive Senior Queens titles. Only her and Sandy Postma have collected 3 career titles at this event. So history on the line for Robin if she's able to make it out of this match. For Lucy Sandlin, our top seed, looking to join Robin and Sandy in the 3-tier collection. Dessa takes care of the spare. Still looking for that first strike. Romeo matched up pretty nicely here in the early going. Looks like a better shot, but still comes in a little bit light. Leaves to the bucket. But once again, long way to go. So we've seen it before. If you don't have a look in the opener, you have time to let it develop and come to you. Filling frames, though, very important. Dessa has made 7 consecutive spares. Great shot. It's a brave 10-pin. Standing in defiance. Fourth open for Cheryl. All right, 10th frame. about ready to get going. Romeo and Witcher off to the strongest starts. Another 7-10 for Robin Romeo. This one, actually both have been on lane 19 for her. But got it after the first strike in the 10th, so she'll finish with 211. Christy Witcher, it's gonna be a little high there. 220 even. So ball change from Cheryl. Comes in light, leaves the 2-8. She might try to get a little bit further left. Edessa fighting the good fight. No strikes, but that is 9 spares in a row. Not all single pins either. A lot of count there. But you always strike on the fill ball in a game like that. Christy Witcher leads after one with 220. Robin Romeo in second, 211. Edissa Andrade third at 167. And Cheryl Kessler currently in fourth with 136. 2 games to go here on Bold TV. That looks familiar. Nice cover there by Christie. Nice cover there. Not the easiest thing to shoot at, especially on these tough conditions. Romeo gets back into the 1-3 swish zone. Another ball change for Kessler. Adissa gets the lean on the 10, courtesy of the 6. Still in the hard work with the spare shooting, so about time gets rewarded with a fortunate hit. Kessler filling frames right now. Still trying to find the right look to the 1-3. At the moment trying to chase down Adisa Andrade from Panama. Adisa just keeps making spares, deadeye. For Romeo heading into 2017 event. Just plan to not overthink it too much. Just treat it like any other event. Keep her routine in check. No added pressure. Worked on a few small things with a few of her coaches, Mark Baker, Mike Jazz now. All right, Adisa finding something on the left lane. Making the moves. Mixed them up. Christy Witcher back on track from Belfair, Washington. Once again, a big thanks to everyone for joining us over the course of the past 3 days. Been a lot of excitement here on Bull TV, and we're not done yet. Just a reminder, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have the stepladder finals of the 2017 USBC Senior Queens. You're not going to want to miss it. One of the best shots we've seen, courtesy of Romeo. No doubter. But we already got some great storylines in the mix. Lucy Sandlin, our top seed, hoping to join Robin Romeo and Sandy Postma as the only players with 3 Senior Queens titles. Robin Romeo, if she gets in, looking for 4 consecutive to take over the top spot all to her own. Should have to win at least 2 matches to do so. As Adissa finds it on the right lane. Christy Witcher, she's come close in the past. Looking to break through. Looks like Kessler still fighting some footing issues. Andrade, a lot of support here on site. We had quite a few competitors make the trip from Panama to compete in this year's event. So the first time talked to a few of the ladies in between blocks, said folks back home have been watching, rooting on, and it's time to go all in on Adissa. Nice cover, textbook, taking care of business. ball change back to what she started with. Just not finding the look. Foundation frame game 2 of 3, the elimination bracket final at the 2017 USBC Senior Queens, taking place at Circle Bowl in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 4 players: Cheryl Kessler, Edissa Andrade, Christy Witcher, and Robin Romeo, the 3-time defending champion, looking to earn their spots in the stepladder finals. Anne-Marie Dugan, the number 2 seed for the stepladder. Lucy Sandlin, 1 win away from her 3rd Senior Queens title. And a third 7-10 for Romeo, this time in the first shot of the 10th, had one at the second shot last game. Both opening in the 10th. Romeo is going to take the overall lead after 2 games. 413 to 410. Medissa has just filled frames here. Started the elimination bracket final with a split. She was unable to convert. That was her last open. 9 consecutive spares before striking on the fill ball to end game 1 to get to 167. Got a few strikes this game to get to 209 at 376, and now has an 89 pin lead ahead of Cheryl Kessler for the final spot in the stepladder. So 413 for Romeo, Witcher at 410. Andrade at 376. And Kessler at 287. One more game to go. And then we'll have, give or take, about a 2-hour break before we get ready for the stepladder finals. 6:30 Eastern. So for Kessler, this is got to find something quick. We've seen from Medissa, she just fills frames. She's been staying out of trouble, making her spares. Christie bounces back after the washout in frame 1. Romeo with the early double. Looking good for a 4th consecutive trip to the Senior Queens stepladder finals, or yeah, we could call it that. It's the stepladder finals. That's a term encompassing the whole group. A little bit more work than she had to do last year. She was the top overall seed winning every match. This year, the best seed she can get is the 3rd seed. So she would have to win her first match, then have to beat Anne-Marie Dugan, then would have to beat Lucy Sandlin twice to make it 4 in a row. That would be the easiest path. Obviously, Christy and Dissa would like to make her work one match more. Spare shooting machine. Well, looks like we'll have to get that 10 pin spotted. Gotta get the score corrected too. While we wait, let's take this opportunity once again to thank our hosts here at Circle Bowl for all their help throughout the week. City of Baton Rouge, very gracious host. USBC Women's Championships. USBC Queens Intercollegiate Team and Singles Championships, as well as the NCAA Women's Bowling Championships, all taking place in Red Stick. The Raising Cane's River Center transformed into a 44-lane venue, hosting many of those events. Talk about great city, great food. Have you ever had crawfish pie? Just a random question out there, but quality stuff. Been a fun run, been here for nearly 2 weeks. For the Women's Championships Queens and now the Senior Queens. But we're not going away for too long on Bowl TV. Super Senior Classic coming up in Las Vegas in the beginning of June, so just a few days away. We'll be live streaming the last day, I believe. I think we'll do Cashers Round and the stepladder finals. Don't quote me on that though. Then we'll follow that up with wire-to-wire coverage of the Senior Masters. All that taking place at Samstown. They have a Dunkin' Donuts on site, which makes me enjoy that establishment already. I think we need to put up more interesting spare attempts for Edessa to see what she can make. Might need to call her in for the Big Four. Kirsty Witcher wanting that 3 seed. Was down 3 pins to Romeo. These are the only lanes going at the moment here at Circle Bowl. We had our Super Senior bracket a little bit earlier today for those Super Seniors who did not make the cut to match play. So after making what feels like 47 spares in a row, Edessa finally an open, but is in good shape to advance. Wow. High flush 7. Something you don't see too often. We actually saw it yesterday for Romeo. To the back-to-back splits, a miscue on the single pin. And then she struck out after that, so we'll see if the same fortune lies ahead for the back half of Game 3. Been very impressed throughout the tournament. Edessa putting together a great effort. This is not the way Cheryl envisioned this round was going to go, but going to walk away with a great overall performance. It's Christy Witcher getting closer and closer to locking up that 3 seed. We'll be switching to lanes 21 and 22 for the finals. So during the break, we'll move some cameras around. Cheryl finally getting the ball to do what she wanted it to do the whole time. Having a little fun with it. Gonna be a fun stepladder final coming up later tonight. 6:30 p.m. Eastern here on Bowl TV. We're pretty close to wrapping up our final 3 competitors. Christy Witcher can get 1 step closer to the 3 seed. It's going to be pretty good. Gets it. Games of 220 and 190 so far. Making the turn at 410. Robin Romeo is at 403, but after the strong start, 3 consecutive opens. Cheryl showing that resilience that she teaches her players at Baker University. Looking to finish strong here. Despite the split, not too much excitement for that top spot. Romeo can strike out to get to 189. If Christie gets just one, she'll already be at 193, so she will be our number 3 seed. Edessa revs up her spot in the finals with the, whoa, with a resounding strike. Gonna be in the 4-5 match against a 3-time defending champion, USBC and PWBA Hall of Famer, Robin Romeo. Christy Witcher going to be your number 3 seed. So Robin can get to 179 this game. She had a 39 pin advantage. Edessa cannot make up that much even if she strikes out, so Robin is going to be the 4 seed. Christy Witcher finishing off with 221, 631 to lead the way in the elimination bracket final. Robin Romeo finishes with a 592. Great finish here from Cheryl Kessler, going to finish in 6th place. But going out the right way. Come on, 7-pin, give us a break here. So your stepladder finals, 2017 USBC Senior Queens. Number 5 seed from Panama, Edessa Andrade. Number 4 from Newhall, California, USBC Hall of Famer and 3-time defending Senior Queens champion, Robin Romeo. 3 seed from Belfair, Washington, Christy Witcher. 2 seed USBC PWBA Hall of Famer, 2012 Senior Queens champion, Anne Marie Dugan. And your top seed, the top qualifier overall, 2-time Senior Queens champion, USBC Hall of Famer Lucy Sandlin. So we're going to see them all in just
All right, ladies and
a
gentlemen,
few
that
hours.
concludes the 4 to take 3 spots. How about a big round of applause for Cheryl Kessler, our 6th place finisher, the 2017 USBC Queens Senior Queens. Let's take a minute now and meet the 3 competitors who have made the stepladder finals. Our number 5 seed, she is from Panama. Everybody please welcome Alyssa Andrade. And our number 4 seed, she is your 3-time defending champion from Newhall, California, Robin Romeo. And your number 3 seed from Belfair, Washington, Christy Witcher. Our stepladder finals will begin promptly at 5:30 right here on lanes 21 and 22. Don't miss the action as the 5 ladies go for the 2017 USBC Senior Queens Tiara and Crown.
Can you bring the other 2 up, or can't you pick all 5? We're going to get them before the match. Get them later. Right before the match.
Can we get a picture of all of you guys?
Let's do our photos now, so we're not screwed.
Okay, hold on. Thank you.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for this block. We got our 5. We expect to see you at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. If not, you can always watch on archive. But we're going to sign off for now. About 2 hours and 15 minutes. And we will crown a new, or may not new, but crown the 2017 USBC Senior Queens Champion. This is Aaron Smith. Thanks again, everyone. We're signing off. We'll be back soon here on Bowl TV. Thanks again.